This is a very sensitive topic when it comes to forgiveness. And as you can see, we're talking about forgiveness. And let me just share a synopsis of something with you. There was this gentleman that did something wrong to a certain person. And that person was young, so it's a young woman, very young. And the man that did the things to the young girl, not molest or anything, but abusive, very abusive to the young girl. The young girl have a forgiving heart, a very forgiving one. And not only that, just the young girl also thought that that's the way of life, for you to be scolded in that horrible way, even though the young girl was just in disagreement with what the guardian or the elderly person, which is the gentleman that we're talking, because he's older, was saying to her. Now he abused her, and years pass and meet back the same gentleman twice. And that gentleman love upon that young woman that she have become, not remembering any at all the abuse that he caused on that young woman. He is no more in remembrance of that. He may be getting a little bit senile, or he just delusional, but he showered her with love. And even if when one or two person bring it up to him, he would say he doesn't remember that. Now that would even look like the young lady is lying, but no, he's going through something psychological where he's getting older and he does not remember. And that young girl, if that young girl didn't have a heart of forgiveness, can you imagine how she would have felt now? But I can contest to that young girl have a heart of forgiveness and forgive that gentleman. And she's free, and she go out there and live her life, and she just live. She's living her best life, and she's showing love to that elderly person now. And with that said, there are persons out there that will do you harm, and you can't find it in yourself to forgive them, but you should. It's not for them. Forgiveness is not just about letting someone else go. It is about freeing yourself. It is about freeing yourself. When you hold on to things, right? When you carry the weight that was never meant for you. True forgiveness break chains you didn't even realize were holding you back. So you don't want to hold grudge and carry somebody else's burden. It's not for you to carry. Forgive them, forgive yourself, and go. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna remember. But when you truly forgive somebody, you do not carry that burden anymore. If you do not understand how to forgive somebody, ask God to give you the gift of forgiveness. But don't be hard-hearted, where you say, I'm not forgiving you, that the man they're wicked, and that this me I go do, and that me I go do. Do not do that. You want to be able to forgive somebody so you can spiritually connect with God, because God said, if you want me to forgive you, you should forgive others. Spirituality realigns your heart with God, allowing peace, clarity, and healing to enter your life in a way bitterness cannot do. So you want to make sure that when you forgive somebody, you let go of the bitterness, you heal from it. So forgiving others can be very hard. And I know it can be very hard, because when people hurt you and they act like they don't hurt you, and when you see them flourishing and it's because of their hurt while you're stagnant. Comment in the comment section and let's talk about what you're battling with. Send me an email and let's talk about it. Let's talk about why forgiveness is so hard for you. Because sometimes you need an apologetical oversight and the things that is holding you back. But forgiving somebody is actually letting go so you can have peace. If you know how good it feels, and I can contest to that. You know why? Because I was that young woman that was abused by the story I'm telling you about. When you let go of that guilt, when you let go of that feeling burden, like, did I deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? When you let go, you will understand how it feels to be free of all that heaviness, that bitterness. And I always said to persons, do not let somebody make you bitter. Do not give them that weapon over you. If you go down the road and you saw a person begging you, for an example, and you give them something, and later on you realize that they weren't in need of it, do not say you're not gonna give a beggar again. If you give somebody a lift in the car, and the person that you give a lift, meaning that, their first time persons break down and want a lift because they said, oh, I'm going on a job interview or something like that, you give them a lift in your car. Do not, and they rob you, do not say you're not gonna give somebody a lift again. Right? Maybe you won't give them a lift again. You will take precaution in doing so, but maybe you'll give them the bus fare. Sometimes we just need to do things wiser, but don't let people let you have a ugly heart. You send somebody to school, you help out a family member, and remember, the last thing that I'm going to leave you with: stop calling people ungrateful when you do things for them. Forgive them for the ungratefulness that you are receiving. But when you truly do something for somebody, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you any gratitude. You truly do that from your heart. And whatever outcomes come with that, let it come, but do not receive it unless it's something that is of thanksgiving to you, being somebody thanking you. That's what I mean. Do not allow yourself to be in the cup of bitterness. Allow persons to explore and do what they feel like do. God give us life, and He doesn't bound us to something. He doesn't say, I give you life and look what you're doing. He did not do that, so don't do it to others. Continue to love people and forgive people for their ways. Continue to make sure that you're doing the right thing so you can live and feel free. I'm going to share 4 different verses with you at the end of this video, where you can go to the Bible and find out what is forgiveness. Forgive them. They hurt you, but forgiveness, because forgiveness belongs to you, because you will get healing and you will be free of that burden and let God in. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you're battling with, and if not and it's private, send me an email. I am Thea, and see you in our next video. Remember to subscribe and share the video to like-minded people like us.